Hey y'all, how are you? I've come today to talk to you about alternative ways to get your groceries. The costs are rising and rising and rising. They don't seem to be slowing down. So I'm going to tell you one way that we get groceries to add to our freezer that aren't from the grocery store. So in the next couple days, we're going to be headed down to the coast. We'll be fishing for flounder for 2 of the days we are there before flounder season closes in the state of Texas, where you just can't get any. Uh, so so we're gonna go down. We'll be catching flounder. We have some floundering spots, so hopefully we'll do well. And if we do, I'll come and show you how we do that and show you what a flounder looks like if you don't know. Most people do know, but some don't. They're ugly little flatfish, but they taste oh so fantastic. They are buttery fish. They do not have a fishy taste, and they're wonderful. Wonderful to put in the freezer. They last really long when you put them in. Also, this time of year when we get a cold snap, the reds run. The big bull reds run. A bull red could be like a 50-pound fish. That's a lot of meat to put in the freezer. Flay that out, and you have meat to feed your whole crowd if you get a bunch of people in, or you can package it up in smaller packages for one or two people. I always take the Ziploc bags down there with me, so if I can package it into smaller packages or gallon bags for several people, like a big family. So, those are two meats you could get from the Gulf. The other thing we're going to go down there will be after some blue crab, and we can still crab for those. All it takes is a chicken neck and a string or a crab basket. I always do it with the crab basket. You get your crabs for gumbo, or we always take them and do them on the barbecue pit. We put some butter and Old Bay and put them out on the pit, and they're fantastic. So those are three things that you can harvest the Gulf for this time of year pretty easily and get you some groceries free from there. So the other thing we're going to do while we're on this trip and traveling, as you go through different towns, people have different sales, different stores. There might be a different store in that area that's not in yours. So on the way back, I'm going to be hitting a bunch of different stores to store up canned goods, and I'll have my freezer, not a freezer, my ice chest with me, and we can bring back different meats. One of the places we're going to go on the way back is a specialty sausage store, and if you know, you know where I'm going. And we'll bring back a bunch of sausage from there. They also have meat pack specials there, so we'll be getting some of that to bring back. I don't have a place around here like that, so that's a good thing to do if you travel. And speaking of travel, with these times the way they are you worried to travel at all? I don't know. it's a little, it's a little making me a little anxious, but not too much. I'm still gonna go. But the one thing I did decide that I should do while we travel, I'm gonna make sure I have some cash on hand in smaller bills. That way, if the power goes out anywhere, ATMs go down, bank won't let you get any money, or whatever happens, I'll still have enough money to get home because I'll have some cash with me. Um, I'm going to put that in a separate place than our travel money. So, it just wouldn't be out in the open or something like that. But also, I have a bag of change. You know what? I cleaned out my car. You know what happens when you clean out your car? You find money. If you're like me. Today, I found a whole Ziploc bag full of quarters and dimes. And I was like, why do I have this in my car? Because I put it in there in case of emergency. And then, every time you get a shopping receipt, you stick it in the cubby hole. Yep, right on top of it, and I buried it all. So I found a windfall of money today, change, which I'm going to take with me now. But the change was for, like, if you wind up at a hospital or something like that, that you'd at least have change for a snack or a drink or while you're waiting, at the emergency room, things like that. So something you might think to prep in your car, a little bit change, maybe not a whole quart size Maybe not a whole quart-sized bag like I found in mine, but maybe so. I don't know. I just probably $50 worth of change in there. So my son and I were really laughing this morning. We went out there to clean out the car to get it ready for this trip. And I said, I better get this cubby hole cleaned out because I want to put some different things in it. Stuff. The more I dug, the more stuff I found that I didn't even know was in there. So maybe that's something you should do for up fall cleaning, I guess. Know what's in your car. Know what preps you have in there. I found two hairbrushes that I wondered what happened. And anyway, do you ever do that? Do you ever lose things in your car? I drive so much. There's so much stuff in my car. I have this in there just in case, and that in there just in case, and then I didn't know I had it anymore in there just in case. Then I find it when I go clean it out to put other stuff in there just in case. But anyway, I digress. Let me get back to what I was talking about. Uh, let's see. I was going to tell you about the different sales, different stores on the way. Like we don't have an HEB here, and if you're not from Texas, you don't know what HEB is, but they have really good sales. They have really good products, and it's a place that I grew up with and wish we had one in our town. And since we don't, in our town, all we have is Walmart and a Brookshire's. That's it. So it's nice when we go to other towns, other cities, that we could go through and look and hit the sales on the way back. Let's see. I told you about extra cash. Uh, oh, I know what I was going to tell you. Something that I've decided to do is make my menu depending on what's on sale. Trying to practice a little bit for if I can't get stuff. So, like if this week only hamburger meat was on sale, well, everything on the menu this week will have something to do with hamburger meat, whether it's tacos, meatloaf, a soup with, like a taco soup or, uh, I don't know, hamburger helper. There's 900 things you can do with hamburger. So if that's the meat that's on sale, that's the meat that I'm going to get. I'm only trying to buy what's on sale as far as that goes. Another thing, have you found that, I don't know, I bought some steaks the other day. I was so disappointed. Let me tell you 3 or 4 things that have happened to me, and you tell me if this might be your experience, where you're at, or if this is not happening. So this week I bought a package of steak. It just had 2 steaks in it. It didn't look like it was bad anywhere or whatever, or, it looked totally worth it. They look like nice steaks. But once I started cooking them, I noticed the gristle running through there was more than the meat. I mean, totally not worth the money in it. You had to cut it all out, totally inedible. And so, super disappointing, plus a big waste of money. There, I cut out a pretty good size. You couldn't chew it. There's just not any way. So that was with the steak. A couple weeks ago, I bought bacon. Package looks fine, right? I go to open the package. Still looks fine. Get it open to the middle. It's molded. There's mold in the middle of it. I had to throw out the whole package. And then another thing is the gallons of milk. Now, I'm not the only one noticing the stuff with the gallon of milk. I've seen all in our area. They are talking about it. That, like the date will say today is whatever it is. Anyway, like if the date said November 1st on it, right? And it said it was going to be, if it was November 1st when you got it, and then it says it's going to be good till the 15th, well, when you bring it home on the 3rd, it's already starting to sour. Well, what's up with that? How come that is happening? And that didn't only happen one time, it's happened several times. You buy the milk, and 2 or 3 days later, it's already chunky in it. And I have a good refrigerator. It's brand new. Nothing else is doing that. And so I've seen other people in the surrounding areas around me saying their Walmart, when they go buy their milk from Walmart, that was happening. But also I've bought it from Brookshire's or other stores and still the same thing. So are you having that experience where you are at with milk or with other products? They're just, you spend your money to buy them and they're not any good. I was talking with my one son today about, there's a big push to not eat anymore. Not eat anymore. Not eat meat anymore. And so we were talking about, could we really do that if we wanted to? And we've come up with they're making the meat so undesirable sometimes to eat with the gristle they're leaving in it or the way they're cutting it. Seems like they're just cutting it different than they used to, uh, and it's making it unappetizing for sure. So we decided we might could just survive on yogurt and peanut butter. I don't know if that's even a thing, but what have you noticed that in the meat? Have you noticed that in any of the groceries that what used to be appealing is not anymore? Just the change has been so different. I just kind of like to know your opinion on it. And how many of you are out deer hunting? Is it deer season? Close to it? I think it is. I don't know. I don't deer hunt, but I think it's close to it or not. Or what about turkey hunting? I think in some areas it's turkey season, turkey hunting season. Uh, Tell me what you're out hunting. Are you hunting at all? Do you only buy your food in the grocery store? Are you searching for alternative ways to beat the high cost and to feed your family? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Love to hear your experiences. Uh, do you want to see any of the videos when we go down to the beach? How you catch the fish? What kind of fish we catch? If we get the crabs from the net? How to do that? And how we cook them? Any of that kind of thing? How we cook out on the beach? Or I don't know. Would you like to know? Anyway, just let me know in the comments. Leave me some comments. I have put out video after video for y'all, and I only have one or two or no comments at all, and barely any views. I think I'm talking to myself half the time. But it's okay because I'm recording some of this just for the historical factor, and some of it, just to document how things are during these times for grandkids, for the next generations that come through. So if you are out there and you take a minute to come by, let me know you're there. It doesn't matter. It's YouTube. I'd like to see everybody. Stop by, give me a like, give me a comment, and tell me what you're up to. How you doing? How your groceries going? What's happening if you're in a different state? Like I said, I'm in Texas right now, and groceries are high. Gas is low though. I paid $2.68 a gallon for gas this week. How much is gas in your area? Is it going up? Do you think it's going to go up with all the stuff going on uh, recently? I don't know. I was happy to see the gas price not crazy here and actually is the lowest it's been in a long time here. So let me know your gas prices in your area, and I'll come back and talk to you in a little bit. Have a great day. And I'll be coming by to see some of you who have YouTube channels. I just now got a chance to get back on and start going around. So if you see me come by your channel, I for sure will give you a comment to let you know I've stopped by. Much love, everybody. Talk to you later.